we was talking about Shock before that, and then people was saying, you know, you said if you beat Ray Ford that you'll give him a fight. You just told us right before you said you will give him a fight, but some people like, well, why don't you fight him next? Why don't you fight him next? Like, when do you feel like you're actually going to fight O'Shaquie Foster?
The thing is, right? Let me help y'all understand, right? Cause y'all not gonna understand it, but I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, it is what it is. They like, oh, you gave your word to such and such such, bro. What? Who is this nigga? I don't fuck with this nigga. I don't owe this nigga no loyalty. What the fuck y'all talking about? I gave this nigga my word. So that's how I look at it. So whatever. But far as when I'm gonna fight him when the time come. I mean, he's a 30 pounder at the end of the day. Like, there's several fighters at 135 that has done more than him at that weight class. So it's like, why would I skip over the Moritayas? Why would I skip over the Lamont Roach? Why would I skip over the Gary Antoine Russells? Why would I skip over all of these dudes for a guy that did not prove himself at 135 pounds? And actually, if I recall correctly, Najee, he had the opportunity to fight for the WBC at 135. He should be in the position that Lamont Roach is in right now, right?
Wow. Absolutely disgraceful, ladies and gentlemen. I was going to make this video yesterday, but I had a little barbecue for the William Cepeda versus Lamont Roach Jr. fight. Got a little buzz. Ended up being a little too buzzed to where I was like, hey, I ain't going to make no videos tonight. I'm going to wait until the morning. But, bro, that was Shakur Stevenson who hopped on Cigar Talks, Najee Cigar Talks podcast. Hopped on real quick to do a little interview. And y'all just heard the man say that I did give my word to O'Shaquie Foster. So what? I don't owe that man nothing. I don't owe that man nothing. So Shakur Stevenson is not a man of his word. But if he wants to have that type of energy with O'Shaquie Foster, who beat the hell out of your little bro, the little bro that you sent in there first, just like how you said you try to send KEYSHAWN Davis in there to do your dirty work with Devin Haney. And that doesn't end up going through. Now all of a sudden, you're calling for this fight like you's the one who wanted it in the first place. When you was the one who was sending your brother, your little bro in there. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, if that's the type of energy that Shakur Stevenson wants to have, then guess what? Devin Haney don't need to fight your ass. He don't need to fight your ass. The dude is willing to cut down 3 more pounds from his actual weight class where he holds the title, is willing to come 3 more pounds down in order to fight you based off of your stipulations, not Devin Haney's stipulations. These are your stipulations. You're asking for Devin Haney to do this. When they try to set this fight up with you, at first, when they tried to sign a double contract with you, it didn't matter what order it was going to be in, Shakur or KEYSHAWN. It didn't matter what order. So that being said, if you want to have that type of energy with O'Shaquie Foster, all right. So then what the hell does Devin Haney owe you, bruh? Devin Haney don't owe you shit. You ain't nothing to Devin Haney. When Devin Haney is looking at this, bruh, if you want to have that same type of fake energy where you ain't a man of your word and you don't give a how, so do you expect Devin Haney to give a how? When the dude is trying to live up to your stipulations, bruh. And then the man goes on and continues and says, oh, there's way more fighters at 135 pounds that I would rather fight than O'Shaquie Foster. Guys that are way more proven. Like who? Like who? Let me give you the 3 names that he just said. First of all, Gary Antoine Russell. That man's at 140 pounds. When Gary Antoine Russell heard the news, Shakur Stevenson, that you came out and said that you would rather fight Gary Antoine Russell than Jose Rayo Venezuela, Gary Russell Jr. did an interview, said that they reached out to your team, Jay Prince, And they said that you had other plans. So first of all, Gary Antoine Russell, the fact that you say that, get the hell out of here with that. Let's move on. Who else did he say? Gary Antoine Russell, Lamont Roach Jr. Lamont Roach Jr. just lost. This fool was thinking that Lamont Roach Jr. was going to go in there and beat William Zepeda. And I'm telling you right now, he was hoping that that happened, bro. Because he understands that opponents is running out. You can't use Lamont Roach Jr. no longer as a possible opponent for the 135-pound division. And you can't say, oh, I'm picking him because he's more established. Bruh, that's over now. Lamont Roach Jr. just lost. So guess what? Lamont, Gary Antoine Russell, they're not there. Who else did he say? Raymond Morataya. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Guess what, bruh? Raymond defeated Roderick and Ceja yesterday. Said it wasn't his most fantastic performance. Due to what? He's having a tough time making the 135-pound weight limit, bruh. He said that this is probably going to be his last fight at 135, looking to go to 140 pounds. They're talking about the weight cut. This dude has been in this division far long enough. So, Raymond Morataya, if you fight this man at 135 pounds, what are you going to get out of it? A depleted Raymond Morataya? Ladies and gentlemen, I see Shakur Stevenson taking to Twitter now saying, oh, well, maybe I'll fight Raymond at 140 pounds. I mean, I'm pretty high up in the pound-for-pound rankings. Bro, there's so many fights that Raymond Morataya and his team offered to take a 25% split. Do y'all not remember that? To fight Shakur Stevenson. Do y'all not remember that? And Shakur did not end up going his way. Now, as soon as the O'Shaquie Foster questions start coming out, the man has all the excuses in the bag to not step into the ring with O'Shaquie. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to have that same type of energy, that fake energy, bruh, I hope Devin Haney keeps it the same way with you, bruh. Because Devin Haney don't need this fight with you, Shakur. You need this fight with Devin. You is the one running out of opportunities, turning down a bunch of different goddamn fights, fighters that want to face you. You ain't want to fight none of these dudes. And now, as soon as KEYSHAWN Davis pulls out, you're trying to save the tag team duo because y'all's looking stupid as hell? Bruh, ain't nobody wanted to see this fight at 144 pounds anyways. Shakur, use the fool who used to talk shit on Gervonta Tank Davis all the time for adding stipulations. Huh? Devin wanted to fight you, bruh. It was you who sent your little brother in there to get in the way. And, bruh, what if Devin beats KEYSHAWN? Who's even to say that Shakur would have went in there as the older bro to get back his lick when he didn't do that shit for his other little bro? Bruh, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to go off on Shakur Stevenson like this, but I seen what he had to say going towards O'Shaquie Foster and bringing up all these other opponents. And let's continue. This man continues and says, hey, O'Shaquie could have been in this position. O'Shaquie could have been in this position. He became the WBC interim lightweight champion by beating Stephen Fulton, which was supposed to be a 130-pound WBC lightweight fight. But Stephen Fulton misses weight. The WBC, I don't know how the hell that happens. But they changed it to an interim title. O'Shaquie Foster wins. So what Shakur Stevenson is saying is that since O'Shaquie Foster became the interim champion, it would have either been him against William Zepeda or him against Lamont Roach for the vacant WBC lightweight title. That's just how it works, ladies and gentlemen. But because O'Shaquie Foster decided to not stay in that division and go and retain his titles at 130 pounds, that didn't end up happening. So Shakur Stevenson is saying that it's O'Shaquie Foster's fault. When O'Shaquie Foster wants to move up to fight you, bruh, he don't want to move up and fight William Zepeda. He don't want to move up and fight Lamont Rhodes Jr. And ain't nobody calling for that. He's a 130-pound world champion, bro. And you asking this man to give up his title, to change divisions, to establish himself in a whole new division, just to give him that shot? When you promise this dude your word? Oh, don't remind me. Hey, let me remember. Shakur Stevenson's word means absolutely nothing. No respect at all. Bruh, miss me with the bullshit. Shakur Stevenson and KEYSHAWN Davis, some of the biggest ducks right now in the sport of boxing, bro. I swear, miss me with the bullshit. Shakur, you need Devin at 147, bro. And if you don't want to fight this dude, go ahead and set up, do whatever other fights you want. But watch as your career and as the fans continue to downplay just how real of a person you are, bro. Let's not get this fake. Let's not get it twisted, bro. You're a skilled fighter, technically skilled, one of the best in the sport. But when it comes to heart, when it comes to respect, when it comes to self-respect, you ain't got none of that, bro. You ain't got none of that. You ain't got none of that. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think. This is the MMA Boxing Addict channel reporting to you. I'm back and I'm out.